Welcome to the Constitutional Confederate. I'm your host, John. So, YouTube's got a problem. You guys have heard me talk a little bit about this before. Facebook, other large social media networks, so on. But YouTube's really got a problem. And kind of got brought to light a little bit more to me this morning. There's actually a news story that was out, I want to say about a week ago, maybe two, maybe older than that, I'm not sure, where somebody was talking about they had reported a video of, I don't know, I guess there's a channel where these two gay guys, and they have some kind of a competition about inserting foreign objects. We'll just leave it at that. And there was a parent who reported this video. YouTube's response was, thank you for reporting it as something about as concerning as the material is. It does not violate any of our community standards. The video will not be taken down. Watching videos from another social media person that I tend to watch regularly or semi-regularly, they were talking about the top 10 list for people who make money off of YouTube. Number one was some little 7-year-old boy. But, which I didn't know who any of these people are. I don't really scroll through YouTube that much or whatever. But apparently there's this group, and I can't even remember what they're called. But anyway, something vlog, which is like a video blog. And apparently they were well known for a while. One guy heading it up, and it was him and his friends and whatnot, having something to do with, once again, sex. Imagine that. And it turned into kind of sort of a reported rape or whatever. So, guy asked one of the girls that was involved for permission to post the video. She says yes initially, not being able to remember anything or know what in the world happened. And then like some time passes and she finds out the video or whatever and tells him to take it down or asks him to take it down, and he takes it down and then goes on an apologies tour. And so, yeah, YouTube's got a problem because people like this, you know, regular video, whatever, people who have these large number followings and they're making tons of money off of it, which if they're making tons of money off of it with ad revenue and stuff, YouTube itself is making tons of money off of it as well because they're getting a portion of it. These people go on apology tours for things that really and truly should not be accessible to anybody and everybody. And they're left up. They're not punished. They're not reprimanded. You have others who kind of sort of talk show hosts. Some of them talk about conservative things. Others talk about just stuff in the news in general. And, you know, couple people have done videos talking about the vaccines, pros and cons about the vaccines, locations for getting vaccinated or how to find out about where to get vaccinated, things like that, and YouTube demonetizes them. There's been videos of people talking about the Biden presidency or Biden's medical condition, even medical professionals that are licensed and have a YouTube channel, and they talk about signs and symptoms and possible differential diagnoses. They get flagged and demonetized. Their videos get restricted or labeled as false information. These people can go on apology tours and it doesn't matter. And yet, these guys that are doing kind of sort of human trafficking, definitely humanitarian violations, I would say moral violations, morality violations, and borderline pornography, which, like I said, really doesn't need to be able to be accessed by anybody. Little kids are on YouTube all the time. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all are going to argue, well, YouTube has a parental whatever setting. That doesn't filter everything out. It really doesn't. It still relies heavily on the settings that the recorder has. But these people go on apology tours for the stuff that they've done to other people. And YouTube leaves them up. Doesn't demonetize them, doesn't restrict them, doesn't put warnings on their videos. And yet other people that are just talking about life in general, if it doesn't fit the narrative, YouTube restricts them, demonetizes them. There are pundits and political podcasters get all kinds of warnings and borderline violation accusations. YouTube's got a problem. A lot of these YouTubers now, they got makeup lines and all kinds of other stuff and how-to-dos and watch my adventurous life as I get people drunk and take care and or high or trashed and take advantage of them or whatnot. Once it hits mainstream news, then they go on their little apology tour. Sorry I was racist back in 2001, or sorry I was dressed up as an Indian over Halloween and I'm not native, don't have any native heritage, whatever. And then they just do their little apology tour. They do their little apology video. YouTube leaves them alone. Their audience just keeps watching. Oh, it's okay. They didn't mean it. You know, we didn't have all the wokeness that we have now. We didn't see it. Society didn't see it as an offense back then. Well, what about the offenses that they're committing now? What about the offenses they're committing against children? Let kids be kids. Quit trying to force children to grow up. Quit trying to expose them to materials and things that they don't need to be exposed to. And why in the world are people out there recording things such as taking advantage of inebriated persons and posting it? You know, saw a live rant video from Graham Allen this morning where he was talking about a video that was posted last night. I don't know, I haven't seen it, but supposedly there was a 60-some-odd-year-old lady who was assaulted by a guy. Somebody stood by and recorded it, and while they were recording it, there was a security guard in uniform who was just kind of standing there watching. Didn't try to help her. First of all, why are you recording stuff like this, let alone posting it? Graham Allen's rant was about, the guy's a security guard, he's in uniform, why didn't he do something? He just stood there and watched. Yeah, I got a problem with that. I've also got a problem with, why is YouTube allowing this stuff? Why is it that when somebody reports it, YouTube's response is, well, while the video is concerning, the material of the video is concerning, it doesn't violate our standards. So we're not going to do anything. Fair question, right? Our society doesn't have a race problem. It doesn't have a prejudice problem. It doesn't have a class problem. It doesn't have a religious belief problem. It has a heart problem. Political affiliations and ideas that are discussed openly don't need to be censored or shut down. It's how you find solutions to the problem. Well, YouTube, since you're seem to be running a one-sided campaign in the direction you want society to go, how are you going to fix your problem? See, I know some of the stuff that I talk about is controversial, and I know I piss off people. It's a gift. I piss a lot of people off without even trying, and I always have. But more than likely, you ain't gonna see me take an apology tour. Because majority of the time, even though it irritates or offends somebody, I'm still right. I use facts to back it up. I posted a video like either yesterday or the day before. Valid discussion. I used references and told people where they can look it up if they wanted to argue against it. I had 2 people who negatively commented. Didn't bother to do any investigation of their own. I have no problem with somebody critiquing what I have to say or what I do. And I've said that many times. The only thing that I've asked for is come at me with facts, not feelings. I don't give a damn about your feelings. Most people don't care about mine either. But if I'm right, I'm right. And you should be giving me credit for that. Give credit where credit's due. If you can sit there in an argument and tell me, well, you may have been right, but according to this, or no, you're wrong, because according to this, and I can go and look at it, I'll give you props. Or I'll give you a counter argument as to why your source might be wrong. I'm up for debates and discussions. I always have been. But don't come at me because your feelings got hurt. I'm not going to give a damn. And I'm going to call you out on it. That's all I got for now. Until next time, you guys watch your 6.